welcome back. Today we are going to be tier ranking my anticipated 2021 reads / TBR. This is going to be kind of a combination of things that are happening on BookTube right now. The tier ranking trend is kind of old, but I decided to hop on it and also get through my anticipated reads of 2021. There are a lot of really great books coming out, so I just narrowed it down to 10 to make life easier. So I have everything here. We're just gonna go in the order of the way things uploaded. So first I have The Witch's Heart. This book is coming out February 9th. It is the retelling of Norse mythology. It's a romance. This girl or witch falls in love with Loki, I'm pretty sure. The cover is really pretty. I know nothing about Norse mythology. I did not read any of the Rick Riordan series involving Norse mythology. The most I know is Thor and Loki from like the Marvel universe. But other than that, I don't know much. I'm intrigued. I judge books by its cover very much, so we'll see. For now, I'm gonna put this one at 3, just because I don't really know what it'll hold for me. Next, we have Play of Shadows. This is coming out February 18th. I saw this on some random blog website thing. I don't have high hopes for it. It looks like, the cover looks like a knockoff of Six of Crows. From what the descriptions say, it has like that same dark vibe, very piratey. I believe the word swashbuckling was used, like I'm not even exaggerating. And I want to read it because I think it'll be a Walmart version of Six of Crows. Obviously it's a very popular series in the book world right now, so I don't blame anyone for wanting to like try and not copy that, but go with the same vibes. But I think it's gonna be awful. It's the first in a series. We're gonna rank it 1. But because I think it's gonna be so bad, I wanna read it. Next we have The Ex Talk. This is a romance, fake dating to lovers, kind of ridiculous. I'm not sure when this comes out. I don't have it written down, but it sounds kind of fun. The premise of it is this girl wants to do a podcast or a radio show or something like that, and her boss makes them pretend that they are exes, but she's never dated this man, never met him, and they fall in love, I'm assuming, because it's a romance novel. I don't know where I'm gonna place this. I think I'm gonna like it a lot, so I'm gonna put it at 4. I think I'll enjoy it. Next we have The Gilded Ones. It is a coming of age book. It might have a fantastical or magical realism element. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
I don't know.
There's a girl, she's not accepted by her village, and then she goes into the city or the main capital to fight in a war, from what I understand. So it just looks good. The cover art is actually astounding. I think this is going to be really talked about. It's the first in a series, I believe. I think this is going to be really popular on BookTube and the internet. I'm giving it 5 stars. I'm predicting it's going to be 5 stars. Next is The Project by Courtney Summers. Everyone has been talking about this in their anticipated reads. This one comes out February 2nd, so it's already out. Some of these are already out, but I'm counting them. This one came out February 2nd. It's a psychological cult thriller. I'm not a big thriller person. Honestly, I always try to give them shots though, and everyone has said good things about Courtney Summers, and everyone's excited about this book. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't really think I'm gonna like it too much, so I'm gonna put it in the 3-star range, but I think I should still read it. Next, we have The Wife Upstairs. I saw this and immediately knew I wanted to read it. It is a Jane Eyre retelling, modern day, set in Alabama or Arkansas. Not sure, but modern day retelling. I believe this woman, Jane, is a nurse for an elderly person, or she agrees to marry somebody very quickly, but she believes she's being haunted by the wife upstairs. So It sounds really cool. And when I was looking this up on Goodreads to see when it's coming out, it already came out. It came out January 5th. I also found out that she wrote Her Royal Highness, which was like a YA sapphic book that I read. I think it was part of a series or like a loosely connected group of novels. And that was good. I gave that one 4 stars, but this is just a very different thing. I have high hopes for this one though. So I'm gonna put it in 4-star. I have high hopes. Next, we have Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. This comes out March 30th. I don't want anyone to talk to me that day. I will be spending all that time reading this book. I don't currently have it on pre-order, but I'm calling my bookstore later this month and telling them to have it ready for me day 1. I want it because I just know I'm gonna like it. I'm just gonna put it in 5 stars. I talk about the Grishaverse too much. Everyone's tired of it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Next, we have Fat Chance Charlie Vega. This already came out February 2nd. I'm very excited for this. What I believe the premise is that this girl gets rejected. And I don't remember the premises, like, or why. But basically she's like, oh, that's weird because I'm kind of the hottest thing to ever walk the earth. This is my coming of age, period. And it just sounds so fun. I love that. I like the idea that this girl is not being wrecked down by like a guy or the romance, that is not the climax of the story, but where the story presumably begins, or it's part of the rising action of the story. Great. It also has Latinx representation and plus size representation. I have high hopes for this book. I really do. It sounds so good. It's going in the 5-star range. Next, we have How to Save a Life, which is the inside story of Grey's Anatomy. It's a bunch of behind the scenes interviews and facts and things. This one's kind of silly. No one's really talking about this. It sounds kind of stupid, but I kind of need to have it. I don't think I'm gonna like it very much. I'm putting it in 2 stars because I don't think it'll be awful, but like, I don't think it's gonna be one that I really need to spend a lot of time on.
So pick me. Choose me. Love me.
And last, but certainly not least, we have One Last Stop by Casey McQuinton. I hope that's how I'm saying her name right. Everyone knows her from writing Red, White, and Royal Blue, which stormed the book community because it was so good. I read that book in a day on a bus, driving for 12 hours back home to New York. I have very high hopes for this. I don't know much about the plot, but it is set in New York City. It's sapphic. I just think her meet cutes and her romance is really good. I definitely, no, this is going at 5 stars for sure. I definitely think there were problems and valid criticisms against Red, White, and Royal Blue. I agree. However, we're not here for Red, White, and Royal Blue slander. We're here for One Last Stop standing. I'm very excited. This one comes out, when does it come out? I think it comes out like in June. Yeah, June 1st. So I cannot wait to hear about that. There are so many more great books coming out this year, and I've watched so many videos of people talking about different anticipated reads and things like that. I'm not focusing too much on a lot of them. The reason I only have 10 here is because I want to come back at the end of the year and see how many of these I've read and rank them based off what I actually think. Which is why I tried to get some that I don't think are going to be very good. I tried to get a good variety of books going here because I think it'd be fun if maybe like Play of Shadows that I have at the bottom actually ended up being a 5-star for me, or Rule of Wolves cannot be less than a 4-star for me, or I can't do that. Every book that is up there in my 5-star range has to be a 5-star. I'm sorry, I literally can't imagine them not being a 5-star.
You're a dreamer. You dream a lot in your sleep.
No, not really. I'm not.
Yes, you do.
No, I
Yes,
don't.
you do.
Is it not? Okay, so that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz. And I will see you guys next week.